Absolute stomach issues. Rep number 2. Oh, full disclosure, I had to pause the wash. So this was honestly a video I was hoping I wouldn't have to make. Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. My name is Matt and this is What Matters to Matt. And on today's video, we're going to be talking about what my plans are for the next few months because they have changed drastically over what I had said on this channel just a few short months ago. Now, if you're a long-time subscriber to my channel, one of the things that you might have noticed recently is that I have not put out any videos. It's been a little bit over a month since I've shared something with you on this channel, and that comes for one very specific reason. And before we get into that one very specific reason, I just want to say if you have been a long time subscriber to my channel, from the bottom of my midsole, thank you so much. You have no idea how much it means to me that you want to share with me in my whole running experience. But if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. Head on over to my channel, check out some of my other videos. I think I've got a lot of really solid content over there that a lot of folks can actually connect to. Connect with? Connect. Now, what is that one thing that's kept me from making videos on this channel is that I felt a little bit of an imposter. Earlier on in the year, I talked so much about wanting to do this whole Boston qualifier thing that maybe it wasn't about actually running the Boston Marathon, but setting that benchmark for myself and finally being able to achieve that at some point in the next year or two. I had talked a lot about just how to move that needle forward and giving tips. And then the last month and a half, things in my own running, in my own fitness have kind of fallen apart a little bit. I went from getting a pretty successful, hitting pretty close to the mark, a sub 20-minute 5K that I had set that goal of back in May. I did 20:04 officially by chip time. 19:52 was when I crossed 5 kilometers, but I wasn't at the finish line yet, so 20:04, so close enough. At the end of May, I had an opportunity to run an ultra marathon that I had run just 2 years previously. It was 12 laps, looped course. Did not complete it the other year. It was a last man standing style event, and I only got 7 loops in last time. This time I actually officially crossed that 50-kilometer mark of an ultra marathon, making it my first ever ultra run, running 75 kilometers and completing all 12 loops of that course. So that was another big checkbox. And then the summer hit. I am a school teacher. Summer vacation came the end of June, early July. I had a 10K race. I had big expectations for myself, and I went to that race and things fell apart, both mentally and physically. I thought I was in the 41-minute range. Ended up running, I think, 44 something. Can't quite remember. I'll try to put that up here on the screen, but it definitely wasn't what I had hoped to run on that day. And throughout the rest of the summer, well, there are all sorts of excuses. Not having a structured schedule, being a school teacher and having the summer off, having my family, my wife's family, come over from France and stay with us for an entire month, traveling around, spending more time with the kids, the heat, just lack of schedule, lack of structure. All of these end up being excuses. They're reality to what has brought me to where I'm at now, including a lack of sleep and poor diet, but they're excuses. So where does that put us for right now, today, as I'm recording this video? Well, my fitness isn't quite where I want it to be. In 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be starting a new role at the school that I was at, where I'm actually going to be teaching a grade 1 class full-time. The last couple of years I've been resource. I've never taken on a full-time job inside a classroom, so that's going to be an entirely new experience that is so important to me. I share my running goals and my experiences on this channel, but you have to know that my family, my kids at the school, those are so important to me. So if running has to take a back seat, sometimes it does. So I've got these things that are coming up, but I still also have these goals that I want to achieve. And earlier in the week, just 2 days ago, I went on my first training run, which is eventually going to be a 17-week training block to a marathon that I've scheduled for myself coming up in December. I'm not sure, just given the conditions, the type of marathon that is, just the course, the elevation, whether that's going to be any sort of a PR attempt, but it's going to be something to work towards. It's going to be something to work to get in the best fitness, the best shape that I possibly can for then. And 2 days ago, was my first workout in a 17-week training series. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you a lot on this channel about how that training series is going. I am absolutely positive that there are going to be ups and downs as I try to prioritize my running with the rest of life, but we're going to try to get ourselves back on track. We're going to be trying to reach that Boston qualifier goal. Now, the one thing I will say about the Boston qualifier is that I'm not there yet. I'm quite a ways off. And also, if I do eventually hit that Boston qualifier, I'm not even sure whether I will go to Boston. I'd love to, but reality is it can be very expensive. It's in April. I am a teacher, but it's something that I think so many of you in this whole running space see as a goal or something to aspire to, and that includes me. So we're going to be shooting for that Boston qualifier sooner rather than later. May not happen this marathon cycle. I don't actually expect it to, but I want to get myself in a good position to possibly next year go for that Boston qualifier. So I'm going to share with you this whole experience I've experienced. I've got 17 weeks to do so, to get myself in the shape I want to be in. I've got a lot of grinding to do. I've got to get my health, my fitness, my diet, my sleep, my mental toughness, everything has to get into a different place than it is now. And I want to take you guys along for the ride. So all that rambling out of the way, we're going to go out to that run I did a couple of days ago. It is the first training session, the first hard workout of a 17-week training block for a marathon that I have coming up in December. We'll do a whole video on that. It is the Millinocket Marathon that I'm very, very, very excited to be part of. All right, all that out of the way, take you out there, and a little bit of a spoiler. I did not go according to plan, and maybe after I get editing those parts of the video, we'll hop back on here and tell you my final thoughts. But I don't want to spoil anything, so let's go out to the trail. Okay, welcome to Workout Wednesday. This is what I hope is going to be the first Workout Wednesday of a 17-week marathon training block. I've signed up for a marathon in December. We're going to leap on over those fall marathons. I'll probably do a whole other video as to why I feel that's something that I need to do, and there are a few reasons behind that. But this is Workout Wednesday, and I don't expect this workout to go that way. Well, there's a couple of different reasons for that. One is it's just super hot. Two is that my fitness isn't nearly where I would love it to be at this point. And three is that just in general, I am a poor person at going out at a pace for a workout that makes sense when my fitness isn't quite where I hoped it would be. So with all those excuses out of the way, we've got 4 times 2 kilometers at a 10K effort and a 2-minute jog in between each one of those 2 kilometer stints. And then we've got a little bit of cool down. I've just done a 1.5 kilometer warm up. We're going to get this workout started in 3, 2. All right, here we go. All right, rep 1 done. Like I mentioned before, definitely ran that faster than I had to. Already having doubts about this workout. We're gonna push through, because I want to be really honest with you guys where my fitness is right at the moment. That's really important. All right, I gotta catch my breath, get ready for rep 2. Whew.
absolute stomach issues. Rep number 2. Oh, full disclosure, I had to pause the wash. It does get a little bit frustrating. Alright, so I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys. This is supposed to be a jog. After rep 2, it turned into a walk. In the next couple 2K reps, I'm going to try to keep the pace up, but not as up as it has been. Snapping back to reality. My stomach did get pretty bothered right there, and maybe in the edit after, and when I talk about where I'm at and why I've chosen a marathon in December and all that, I'll talk a little bit more about that side of things. But for now, I think it's going to be all about survival for this workout. I am excited to do this. I think I'm going to feel great after it. We're going to push it, and most importantly, I'm not going to worry about where it ends up. I know I'm putting in an effort. All right. Whew. All right, third interval done. Didn't really pay attention to pace. Still ran that a little bit too hard. Pause my watch again. Stomach is disgusting this morning, but we're not gonna complain. We're gonna get this one done. I've been fortunate enough, even though it's really hot, to be in the shade for part of this. But this last rep, I think it's gonna be a lot of sunshine. Sun's starting to get pretty warm. Okay. Recover, doing walk, fourth interval done. Best thing about that workout is I pushed myself and I got snapped into reality of what kind of targets I should have on runs like this, with the weather, with my fitness, all that. All right, get this one done. I'll meet you guys back at the house. Wrap it up there.
So that is it, guys. It's Friday now, 2 days later after doing that hard workout. First hard workout of what I hope to be a really, really good training block. Couple of things to note about that run that you probably saw in some of the video that I posted is that it was a little hot. I was a little bit out of shape. My stomach was bothering me, and I did have to stop a couple of different times and walk instead of actually do my jog recovery. So I've got a long ways to go. Run actually went about how I expected it to go, which was okay. Not my best, but it served a purpose, and I'm so excited to get on this training block, and I'm so excited to bring you guys along for that journey. Now that run was done in the Endorphin Speed 5. I've already done an initial review on this shoe. If you want to see that, I'll put it up here somewhere on the screen. Guys, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are a longtime subscriber from the bottom of my midsole, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate you sticking around. My name is Matt, and this has been What Matters to Matt, and ultimately what matters to me most is my family. I'll see you guys in the next video.